back to my channel. Today I wanted to review the James Charles Painted palette. This is the basic canvas palette. I had gotten it a little bit a while ago, kind of when it first came out. My boyfriend got me it, and I haven't really got to play with it, but they're so pretty. Neutrals. This reminds me like a cute fall palette, so I wanted to do that. Create paint. So I have a white. Let's see. Yeah, I have the white. I have his black, as well as his yellow, pink, and purple. Thanks to my boyfriend, I have them. But I wanted to do a cute little fall look today using his products. So those are the only two products that I own from James Charles. Yeah, so we're gonna do a cute little fall look with our painted palette and also review it, because I have his OG Morphe one when he did it with Morphe, but now that it's his own brand, I am excited to start using it. So let's get into it. So for brows, we're gonna be using the brow glue, as well as our NYX micro brow pencil in the shade black. So we're gonna just do our brows. So let's get into it. How I like to do my brows with the brow glue, kind of like just shape them. I know this brow's kind of a little not perfect, but you know, still works. So now all I like to do with my brow pencil is just fill in the ends of it, because you know, the little ends are little tiny. So that's what I'm going to do right here, just fill it, and then we're going to start concealing them. The hydrating camo concealer, so I'm going to do this one for right here, as well as use it as my eyeshadow primer, and then this one for the top. Okay, so the eyes are primed, brows are done, and we are gonna hit our palette. So I'm not sure what I want to do for a fall theme. I think I'm gonna use the colors down here. So yeah, probably this shade. The shades are really pretty. I have dipped into Finnegan and Gold Coast. I really do like those shimmers. But yeah, I haven't really touched much of the actual eyeshadows. I've touched the black Theodore, and it's a really good pigmented black. So yeah, so I'm gonna start with Gampy, this shade right here. Let's see how it looks on my skin tone. So let's look. Ooh, that's pretty. That's actually a really, really pretty, like brown, maybe like burgundy undertone. So yeah, so we're gonna use that. I'm gonna grab I don't know what brand this is from, but a fluffy brush like this, and we're gonna dip into Gampy. And it does have fallout inside the pen, but that doesn't bother me. But if it bothers you, that's just something you like to know. So I'm gonna start right here and just pat it in. No swiping it, just patting it in. Ooh, look at that pigment right away. It's really good. I did hear he was, you know, he's very open about his products, and I think that's something really cool. Yeah, like he said, you might have these colors in your palettes and everything, but they're really good. I like the pigment so far. The fallout doesn't bother me because I don't do my face first. So if you do your face first, I do recommend you just be cautious of that. It does have fallout in the pen. I'm gonna go again, just keep patting it to just get that color like really kind of dark. But yeah, I do like his product. It's really cute. I did order his newer eyeshadow, so yes, I'm excited to try that one out. So far I'm liking this. The pigment's really nice. So yeah, see that? Really nice pigment. So yes, we're gonna do this on this side, and I'll be right back. Okay, so with the same brush, I want to go into Wemple, this shade right here, and I'm gonna swatch it for you guys because my skin tone's a little different from his. Oh, let me actually rub it in there. There you go. It's like, that one's a really nice burgundy. If you see me, I'm wiping my hand with makeup wipe here. So one thing you can see, it stains a little bit, but that's normal with like reds, blues, greens, sometimes oranges. It's normal for staining. So if you don't want stains, it's gonna be, just stick with browns. But that's very normal. I'm gonna get it nicely packed in, and I'm just gonna go on top of the brown-ish one that we got. Just going like that, and also kind of swiping it down. That's what I want to do. It's really nice. Not too much, not all the way down, because I'm gonna do something over there. I think I want to do a cut crease, maybe, but yes, it is really pretty. Look at that. I might use one of his paints, maybe the black for a wing liner. I'm not sure. One thing about those, I have tried them, not really that much, but his blacks and the white one, very little bit goes a long way. I learned that the hard way, squeezing a lot of it, because you squeeze it just a little bit, a lot of it comes out. So yes, little bit goes a long way with that. So here we go, and I'm gonna do this to this eye. I really like, it's kind of like purpley, if you could see it. Yeah, okay, so I did bring it a little bit out because I'm gonna clean it up, and I really want that sharp thing. So again, just clean it. I'm gonna get a new brush, just a little bit more of a small, not too, well, another bigger one, but this one's a little bit more different for me. And we're gonna color Famous right here. And this one I'm also gonna use as a kind of transition shade right there in my crease. So I'm gonna also show it to you. Again, once again, I'm sorry for the background noise. That's a good, let me double it. That's a cute pigment. It's very nice orangey tone. So yeah, again, sorry if you hear any background noise. But yes, let's go with it. Nice colors. And we're just gonna use it as a nice transition shade. So the way I'm putting it is like a little bit up here, and I'm just gonna go back and forth. So yes, very lightly, not too harsh. You don't want it to look unblended. The eyeshadow does blend pretty nicely. The colors blend really nicely. This isn't sponsored. This is my honest review. I do like it. Once again, you could have these colors in one of your palettes. You could go get like 2-3 of them, but it's really nice and convenient to have them all together. I love the color story. I like that the color story is kind of like same colors in the same row. If you're like picky about that, you might like this palette, and if you aren't, hey, there you go. But I do like it. This one I'm also gonna blend a little bit more down here with this color. But yeah, I do like it. I love that you could depot these. If you're a makeup artist, I think that is so cool, because then you don't have to carry so many palettes, because this quality of a palette, it's heavy. It's very heavy, and it's probably not convenient to put in your makeup case. So yeah, you could depot it, and it's good, you know, for makeup artists. It's very convenient to have that. And if you're not, but you want to travel and you just think that's like way too big, or it hurts your hand after a while holding it because it is very heavy, you could depot it. I know he does sell where you, the magnet thing where you could put them in, and yeah. So there's my thoughts on that. I am putting my eyeshadow just a little bit up here, but know that I'm gonna cut it right here, so I might just do a full cut crease. I'm not still sure, but I like doing my eyeshadow like this because, again, if you watch my other video, I have hooded eyes, so it's not very easy to get like small amount of eyeshadow on my eyelids. I do like to buff it out a little bit because, yeah, you're not going to really see it, and I also wear glasses, so you're just not going to be able to see the look, especially if you're doing like a really colorful or bold look. And yeah, so this is gonna be a really pretty Thanksgiving look. I mean, you know, when you glam or just when you go out like date nights or something, this is a really pretty colors together. I do like how they're mixing though. This one I'm kind of just bringing it down, mix it right here both. Yeah, this is mixing really cute. This right here. But yeah, it's blending nice. I like it. I like the blend. And again, I like to blend down here because I'm going to go for a sharp line. So yes, now I'm going to clean it and I'm going to Fox, this color right here. And let me just show that to you. I'm going to really nicely like that. So that's a pretty shade. It's really pretty orange and I do like it a lot. Again, it does stain, but that's very common. Also, it's common with the quality. You know, if it stains you a little bit, but nice quality is going to give you really nice dark colors and colors that are going to show up. So this one, I'm just going in the crease area. Fox, this color right here. And let me just show that to you. I'm going to really nicely like that. So that's a pretty shade. It's really pretty orange and I do like it a lot. Again, it does stain, but that's very common. Also, it's common with the quality. You know, if it stains you a little bit, but nice quality is going to give you really nice dark colors and colors that are going to show up. So this one, I'm just going in the crease area right here. So this one, I'm going to go in the crease. I'm just going to go like this. Kind of blend it on the top a little bit like that. Again, I'm also going to cut this crease because I'm actually going to like it to be a cut crease. I don't want too much of that dark color, but just enough so I can get it to show the way I want it. And it's really, really nice. It's coming up really pretty. But I do like this to cut creases, and it's also like a really nice natural theme color. And I'm going to use my James Charles Painted from his brand J2 brush, and I like it because it's nice and flat, so it's going to be easy to cut the crease. I want to make sure I get a good amount of that concealer there. Sometimes when I cut my crease, both sides don't look alike, so one side is always a little bit bigger and the other side is not. But the way I like to do it is I don't clean it sometimes I'll clean it off, but I just like to pat it in there. So that's the way I like to, instead of just like right away, you know, drawing it out. I do like to pat it so I know exactly where I'm gonna want it. And then, especially in the inner corner, because that is a very tricky area. You don't want it to look like too thick right there. So, and then I think what I'm gonna do is use a shimmer right here because I think that would look really, really cute. So there, see how that's going? So I'm not gonna do it fully, but I'm gonna leave it like this. And we're gonna do this to the second eye. Hopefully that it's working. But my color is changing on my concealer, you could see, but that's because I'm not wiping it off, none of that eyeshadow. So use a makeup wipe or a baby wipe to just clean it off, and then you're gonna go with this. So you could either set your cut crease with powder, or you could set it with any of like eyeshadow. So what I'm gonna do is set it with powder, and I'm gonna use a translucent powder. It's gonna be the one by Fit Me, and that's the one I'm gonna use. And then I will put my shimmers on top. So yeah. Okay, so I cut my crease. I don't know if you could tell. You could tell with my hooded eyes, you really can't see it, but you know it's gonna work for photos, so that's all that matters. Now I'm gonna go maybe with Movie Night. I'm not sure. This shimmer, I'm gonna swatch it, that one or Gold Coast. So here's the shade Movie Night. I think this one's gonna look more better for the look that I'm doing. Shimmers, you know, they leave a little bit of glitter, so just be aware. It's very normal for that. Okay, so now on a different finger, I'm gonna go to Gold Coast, and that one's how it looks. Both of them are really pretty. I think I'm gonna stick with Movie Night. I think it's just gonna match more the look that I'm going for. So the best way I like to do it, look at my fingers are stained. But the best way I like to put shimmers, especially on my eyes, is using my finger. Another way you could do it is getting a flat brush, spraying it with setting spray, and then going with it. But to me, you're not gonna get that pigment that you want. This is how it looks. And we're just gonna put it right here. I like to pat it, not really swiping it, but it does look really pretty. I like to go with a couple layers, so yes, you're gonna be seeing me, my mirror all the way up to my face, up close to my eyes, just because I want to make sure that I'm getting the crease all good on there. That glitter. So I'm gonna go, this is my third time going into the palette. Phone is getting it justice, but it looks really, really pretty, guys. So yes, we're gonna just do that, and then we're gonna do my face. Well, we're gonna cut this first, but then we're gonna go with my face, and I will be showing the products, but I'm not gonna be recording the way I'm doing my face, but I will come back for when I'm doing my putty and liquid products. So here you go. I don't know if I want to do my liner yet. Kind of yes and no. So I don't know if I want to do it yet, but I'm gonna clean it up. And oh, that looks really, really pretty. You know, if you have nails, sometimes it's easier to do this, especially if you have nails, because I've realized with me, when I have my nails, it's just so easier to get a little bit more of a precise look. But yeah, I think I got it though. Yep. So there we go. We cut our crease. So I'm gonna go with the Create Paint in Black. I'm just gonna try it out. Really want to use his products. So I'm gonna go with my, let's see, I want to get a liner brush. Okay, so I do have his painted J5, really thin. It's a little stained, but it's washed. So here how they look. I was intimidated at first using this because it's something that I don't really use. So here. And these look so cute. His brand, it's nice, innovative thing. You don't really see a lot of brands that are all out there, but I do like the creativity. So I'm just using it at the top because I don't want to squeeze it out, because look at the pigment. There's so much pigment right there and it's all out, so I don't see myself. I think the way I want to do this liner is just going like this and no wing, because I think this look is already so pretty and it doesn't need a wing. You know, I might change my mind and do a wing though, but for right now I'm not. Solution Wispy False Lash Mascara, and yeah, and then we'll come back so I can show you the lashes I want to use. The lashes I want to use is my Be Bella Fox Mink lashes. It's called Reminiscing. Yeah, they look really okay. So I have my foundation on. I was using the Wet n Wild. It's the matte foundation in the color Buff Biscuit, something like that. So yeah, I'm using that. I'm using my two e.l.f. Camo concealers, the hydrating ones. So yes, so we're gonna go with our putty and liquid products. I think actually I have only putty products. Okay, I do. So I'm gonna use this pink blush that it's from Clean Beauty, and it's a soft coral. It's really pretty. I think I got this at Dollar Tree, to be honest. I don't remember where. So I'm gonna use this type of brush, and I'm just gonna really rub it in there. Really rub it in there. Again, I'm sorry if you hear any background noise. My family's having a great time. So yes, we're gonna put it right here, kind of up, because I am gonna blend it. So I want to put it a little bit up. It's actually good. The lashes, though, they're pretty long. Didn't think they were gonna be this long, but you know, we're already committed. But yes, so now for our contour, I'm gonna use a Mary Claire Paris contour stick. Again, I don't know where I got this from. It's this kind of shade, and the way I'm gonna put it is like this. It's kind of a little too light, but again, let me just move my hairs out of the way. There we go. And I'm just gonna contour right here with this type of brush, and I'm just gonna blend it in. With my e.l.f. powder filter, my Halo Glow, and it's gonna look dark, but as I'm gonna put blush right now and all that, my highlighter and stuff to make it when you're setting on powder, because that's the best way you'll get your eyes to crease. See, nicely. Also, that's use my Lottie London Sunkissed bronzer. Gonna go really in. I don't know if it's really, hopefully it matches. My blush low-key went away, so diffuse it because it is really pigmented. So I'm gonna go with my Nabby Hot Cocoa lip liner with my Maybelline Superstay ink crayon. I can't really read the colors, but here it is. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, that's just beautiful. So I'm gonna use that with my lip liner. All right, so my thoughts on the Painted Basic Canvas palette. It's really nice. I really do like the colors. They're very much pigmented. Yeah, the shimmers are really pretty in here. The color story is really nice. Like, if you might have these colors already, but it's really cool to have them all in one. As well, it's very depotable, so if you're a makeup artist, you know, this might be the palette for you. It is very good quality. You could feel how heavy it is. Yeah, and I love the texture right here. So I really like the Painted Canvas. Now for my Create paints. I love it. I love the pigment. It's really easy to use, especially with his brushes, especially that really small liner brush. It makes it so much easier to use this. So I recommend getting these. I really do. You know, if you want to get them, go ahead. And if you don't, well, there you go. I like the palette. Again, really pretty color story. If you don't want to buy it, I mean, I could understand, but I do like it. So you should probably get it for your makeup routine, especially if you're a girl that likes neutrals. There you go. There is some couple pinks in there, but it's a really pretty palette. And you could also use, I've seen on his videos, he uses some of these colors for his like contour, bronzer, and blush. And you could actually, a cool trick that I like to do is I like to use eyeshadow sometimes as a lip liner. And that's just something I've liked to do. You know, sometimes you don't have a color in a lip pencil, so using eyeshadow, you could do that. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you stayed this long, please give a like, a comment. Here, comment a turkey. Yeah, comment a turkey. And please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a blessed day.